Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ready? Right. Man, I got you. Man,
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Switch.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, here's Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Crouch.
Back to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Ready?
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Cleveland, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Check 52. Yeah. Check 52. Come on. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Going long here for Wallace. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. 5. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On first down, Cleveland. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
64. You got time. You got time. Go on.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready up. 58. 58 Mike. Topper.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Squeeze.
On 2nd down, Cleveland. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Open target here, Darius Slayton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run on 1st down. Cleveland. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
52, Mike 52. Rip right. 52's the Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, lock it.
On 1st down, Cleveland. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Cleveland. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33.
Mike, 58, right there. Defense wins championships, baby. Look at me. Zipper. 58, come on. Big rip.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Looking to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
Ready? 58 for Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. 2-jet bombers. 2-jet bombers.
Now a give right side. Cleveland trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Got it. 55. Right there in the middle. Coaching spell. Alert flare. Get ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
You ain't going nowhere. Showing up. He's crossing.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Touchdown. Doggone. That's trash.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt. with 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
High 7. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check in. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 5. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Patriot 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Out. Greystone, travel. Yes, Mike. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On 2nd down now, Cleveland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Pull it high. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cleveland. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Break. Bring it. Bring it. Kill.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Switch it. Check 15.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check. Check 24. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Here we go. Let's go. B, let's go. All right, let's get there. Blue draw quarters. Ready?
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, box drop. 58.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball down, each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll toss it to Breida. Oh, good move. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
2nd and 6. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down. Hey, hold on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, zoom. 58, boys, 58.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Down, 10 Lobo. Let's go, Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, team 6, team 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 50, go, go. Go. Check, 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 check.
Back to throw here. He's able to find Wallace. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
80 weapon. Shift, shift. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on first down. Cleveland. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the run, watch the run. This side, baby, that's big. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Set. 60 or. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. 55.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's taken in by Callaway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Mullins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Hey, wahoo. 55. Ready?
Back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Check 24. Watch twist.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Out of the shotgun, Breida about 3 yards there to the 27. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Echo, echo. Fires the mic. Fires the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Burton here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
So don't say nothing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hey, check 24. Freestone, travel.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch.
They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go. 6 yards. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard. Ready. 10 over. Let's get it. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception.